Happy Friday! Good morning, friends from Barkhausen Bird Sanctuary, waterfowl. I had this grand plan of doing some Facebook Lives out here, some videos, but it's starting to rain quite a bit harder now. So, heading back, choose to move. The topic for today, since we've been talking about ego, gossip, resistance this week, you know that saying, what you resist persists? That is so true. And I have a very fascinating personal story to share with you. This story goes back to my 20s when I had a rental property, and there was a tenant who looked good on paper, but my instincts said no, to not let her rent one of my properties. I didn't listen to my instincts, I ignored them. And what happened next after I signed a 6-month contract with this woman, she turned out to be quite the most difficult tenant. Stopped paying rent by month 2. Threats of damaging and destroying the property, wouldn't let me in, got her attorney involved, and really irrational, unstable, emotional tenant. And I thought, I need to get her out of there, and I turned her into an enemy. I dehumanized this woman in every possible way, and we would fight. First over the phone, then in text, then in email, and then, it got ugly. And this went on for a few months. I was a very unhappy landlord. And finally, one of my mentors, she touched base with me and she said, Amie, I see what's happening. You have all this toxic energy with this woman who you've made an enemy, your tenant, and it's affecting your career, it's affecting your relationships, and obviously your health. I had become quite sick from my own anger and resistance to this tenant. My mentor asked me a really important question. She said, Amie, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? I want to be right. This tenant demanded her full deposit back, 1 month's rent, which I refused to give her because she had now gone several months without paying me and most likely damaged my property. And so this fight kept going on, and I was so righteous. I was doing the right thing and she was wrong. But I was not happy. I was miserable. Continuing my own suffering. Now that was showing up in every area of my life. Do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? Okay, I want to be happy. And what happened next was remarkable. She wanted to be right about her deposit, and I wanted her to quickly exit the property and be happy and at peace. So I spent some time quiet, meditating, releasing. I had a conversation with her energetically in my mind, rehumanizing her, thinking about what does this woman want, and from a very peaceful place. And I forgave her. And then, physically, I wrote a nice letter, a few words, and a personal check for the entire deposit and sent it to her. Within a few days, I got a message, the last message that I would ever hear from this tenant. She said that she had vacated and that those threats of damaging my property, she hadn't. And that was it. And she never deposited that check. Whew, what I resisted persisted, causing me more suffering. Until I stopped resisting, released, let go, forgive, chose happiness over being right. Look how fast that changed right there. What a great story. And then after that, I attracted, in my peaceful state, the best tenants ever. The best. Easy and timely. They would bring me the rent check on the first of every month to my doorstep, did their own repairs, no problem, smooth sailing, best tenants ever. Right after this tenant left, when I finally decided not to fight. And that's the thing, what you resist persists. I see this happening in the world a lot, causing more suffering. Just fighting and making people or institutions enemies. That's causing our own pain. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And I found that, yes, so perhaps I was out a few months' rent with this former tenant, but what did I gain? Oh, my peace. My peace back. And you know, my health, my career, my relationship, all that mind share that was going to fighting and making this tenant an enemy. Oh, I got my mind share back. And this opened up me to create more and allow more abundance into my life, which to me is far more valuable. When I wasn't, just strangling, suffocating this feeling of righteousness, demanding that I be right. What a lesson. And I'm happy to share it with you now. Hopefully you got some, my intention is you got something good out of there. What you resist persists. Where can you today practice non-resistance, more peace in your own life? Sending you love and light on your journey. Make it an amazing day.